everybody. Welcome back to music. I'm here with Ben N. I'm Ben S.
What's up?
And last video you saw us, which I think was streamed here on my Twitch stream a month ago and uploaded just a few days ago at the time of streaming. You can see the time up here, obviously. We reacted to An Empty Bliss Beyond This World by the Caretaker. And Ben, what are we reacting to today?
Everywhere at the End of Time, Stage 1.
And can you kind of give a summary to what Everywhere at the End of Time is about?
Well, we've got to start with the origin. An Empty Bliss Beyond This World is a prelude to Everywhere at the End of Time. It happens beforehand. And Everywhere at the End of Time represents the 6 stages of dementia that the Caretaker goes through from the start to the end, represented in music.
And it's pretty cool. If I really enjoyed An Empty Bliss Beyond This World, so I am very excited to listen to Stage 1 of Everywhere at the End of Time. What should we say about the album before we start? I guess first we should analyze the cover, shouldn't we?
Yeah, it's pretty similar to An Empty Bliss Beyond This World by music. Anyway,
Yes.
What do you see?
So I'm assuming this is once again painted by Ivan Seal.
You're right. It even says on the spine of the vinyl. I can see what the painting is called on the spine of my vinyl.
Okay. Yes, Ben, you should mention you're listening to this on a vinyl.
That's right. The cover artwork is called Beaten Frowns After by Ivan Seal.
And what do you think this shows when we look at it?
Maybe like a roll of paper.
Toilet paper. Yeah.
Maybe a newspaper.
Yeah. What I'm curious to know is like what this actually is supposed to signify in the stages of dementia.
I'm not sure. However, it looks like it's made of some sort of paper material.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Should you explain how the album works for the viewers?
The album is divided up into 6 stages. Stages 1, 2, and 3 are the lucidity stages, where the Caretaker has their lucidity. The tracks have relatively normal lengths, but may not exactly be relatively normal in the sense. While stages 4, 5, and 6 are post-awareness. The Caretaker has lost their lucidity, and instead of there being normal track lengths, instead, each track takes up one whole side of the record. That's around 20 minutes of music, and are known simply by the side of the record, like G1, for example.
Yeah, so you can see here on Spotify, it's all there is A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, and then the actual track title. But most people will just refer to them as A1, A6, B1, whatever.
Just to save time, because some of the track titles are absurdly long.
Yes, exactly.
And repetitive.
Yes, repetitive. That's true.
And so giving each track a specific code helps us identify the tracks more. It also helps in post-awareness when we're identifying layers, because post-awareness track titles are even longer.
We're not going to look at them just because I don't want to get any spoilers. We should mention that Ben N has listened to all of the tracks, correct?
4 times over.
Yes. So the point of this is going to be my first reactions to these tracks. We should mention that it says this album is from 2023 according to Spotify, but when is it actually from, Ben?
2016.
And can you explain why that is? I think we said it in the last video, but we should explain it again for the viewers who didn't watch it.
Each stage was released 6 months apart to give you the sort of feeling that you're visiting the Caretaker every 6 months and slowly seeing them disintegrate. I'm using them because, well, the gender of the Caretaker has never been specified.
That's true.
But I just, whatever.
And why does Spotify say it's from 2023? Explain that to us.
Because the Caretaker refused to put up his music to try and stay on Bandcamp and his records. But eventually, when people started uploading the albums not giving the Caretaker credit. The Caretaker had them all removed and decided to put his albums reluctantly up on Spotify so that fakers wouldn't steal them. Not all of his albums, though. Some are only available on Bandcamp because of issues with his record label, his old record label.
Yes. So we will link again all of the places where you can listen to the Caretaker's music, including where you can buy the vinyls if you happen to have a record player.
Like I do.
Yeah. I mean, with all that out of the way, should we just go ahead and listen to It's Just a Burning Memory and start this up? I feel like this already starts a lot more mellow than An Empty Bliss Beyond This World.
Yes. This is, of course, the song that everyone associates with the back rooms.
I thought that was Libe's Delay.
This one, too. This one is his most streamed song. 23 million hits.
Yeah, you can see all of these streams here for all the tracks. We made sure that you could see that.
You know what? Numbers can be fun. 23 million. That's half the population of this whole country.
It's true. We live in Canada. We're both Canadian YouTubers. And if you didn't know, Canada's population is only, 44 million now?
Yeah.
So, what is this sample?
The sample's Heartaches by Ray Noble and his orchestra, featuring Al Bowley as the vocals.
It does very much sound like, I don't know, like 50s orchestral music.
This is 1931.
Yeah, 30, I guess that era, I guess I should say.
This is the first song in since We'll All Go Riding on a Rainbow that samples Al Bowley. We'll All Go Riding on a Rainbow was his third studio album. This is, I'm not sure, maybe 10th. Well, we haven't seen Al Bowley in a while, but we don't get to hear him because none of the tracks really contain much vocals, and Al Bowley is the singer, so we don't get to hear him in this track.
Correct. Okay. So, what is this track title supposed to, mean in the sense of what this whole project is about?
That's a lyric from Heartaches. The lyrics go, heartaches, heartaches, what does it matter how my heart breaks? Your kiss was such a sacred thing to me. I can't believe it's just a burning memory. The Caretaker likes to, his track titles aren't just meaningless, they have meaning. Some of them are taken from lyrics of songs or from lines from actual books about dementia. This one's nice. I listen to this one recreationally.
We don't have many days. Yeah, it's already more
melancholy.
More melancholy. We don't have many days. What is that supposed to mean, I guess?
It's the Caretaker is acknowledging that they don't have many days left and they are going to pass away soon, but are content with it. As the song is mellow, somber but mellow.
Yes, because I believe you told me, I think, maybe it was even the last video, like the Caretaker thought like they were going to die a peaceful death.
Yes, little did they know hell was coming for them. But for now, we get to enjoy this bliss. Know what they say, ignorance is bliss.
That's true.
I would even consider this one happy.
This one?
It's not sad. This one's happy. One's happy.
The mood of it is quite happy.
I'd consider this, the context, within the context, it's a bit sad, but the piano itself is very happy.
Yeah.
It's up.
I'd say that.
It's up. This one gives me weird feelings that it's like Christmas again.
Yeah, Christmas.
I'm at a Christmas tree, opening up gifts. This one is probably a memory from the Caretakers.
Yeah. Maybe like we're reflecting on all of our Christmas memories over the years, maybe.
Or just all of the memories.
Or yeah.
The Caretaker is just reminiscing. Because you know what? At this stage of the Caretaker's life, the Caretaker reminiscing is the Caretaker's main activity that he does. In this track, something is wrong. Is it the key at which the piano is on?
Let me listen for a minute.
Anyway, this one also samples Leighton and Johnstone.
Got it.
This one is A5, Slightly Bewildered. which basically means that the caretaker is a bit dreadful in this one. Now, do you remember in the title track how there was like vocal blips that you can hear throughout the song?
In the title track of
An Empty Bliss Beyond.
Yes, I do remember that.
Well, there's also vocal blips in this song.
Is this the same sample? Because it does sound very similar to the title track.
Well, this samples Alabama Bound by Layton and Johnstone. The vocal blips come from the same song that's sampled as the main melody in the title track.
Because what else was Alabama Bound sampling? I think there was something in Empty Bliss.
Alabama Bound, like the album or the song? Because this samples the song Alabama Bound.
Oh, it might have been the album when I was editing. That's right.
Oh, yeah. This song specifically being sampled is Alabama Bound, and the vocal blips come from The Wedding of the Painted Doll, which is the same song that is sampled for the piano in the title track.
Yes. That's what I was thinking. Okay.
I use this one to go to sleep because of how relaxing it is.
Yeah, this one's really nice. It feels kind of like Camaraderie at Arm's Length.
This one, well, if you said this one sounds like I Might Be Vanishing, then that was the correct answer because this samples Wayne King and his orchestra too.
Yeah, that I feel as I Must Be Vanishing. That does feel like that as well, actually.
This samples The Waltz You Saved for Me. I think is one of the best songs off of stage 1.
But really, in stage 6, one side of the record actually takes up when one track takes up the whole record, the whole side.
Yeah, like 4, 5, and 6. All the tracks take up the entire side of the record. But
so then, how many LPs does it come with? The whole record, the whole side.
Yeah, like 4, 5, and 6. All the tracks take up the entire side of the record. But
so then, how many LPs does it come with?
Which stage or which collection?
I guess stage 4. I don't know.
Stage 4 has double LP.
What's a double LP?
Double LP means that 2 records come with it.
Oh, okay. So how many tracks are in stage 4?
4.
Only 4 because they're each like 20 minutes?
Yeah, because on 2 records, you know how a record has an A side and a B side?
Yes.
2 sides of a record? So a double LP makes 4 sides. And on each side of the record, there's 1 track.
Got it. Okay.
The thing with those tracks is that it's not just one sample. It's a bunch of different layers which shift in and out to make an ever-evolving soundscape.
Yes. So is that where the post-awareness part of that comes in?
Yeah. That's when the memories, but each track can be thought of as a memory. Once we get to stage 4, the memories start blending together into one track.
Is that when and that's kind of like the sign like, oh, the memories are starting to fade?
Not fade.
Or not fade,
blend.
but blend, and it's hard to remember each of them individually.
No, you remember them all at once and distorted.
Yeah, so like you can't remember them individually.
No. This one is sampled in quite a lot of stage 6 as a drone. So we pause the music for a bit so it can switch the record to side B. So what's your favorite song?
Out of all of them so far, it has been We Don't Have Many Days.
My favorite is A6.
A6?
I use this one to go to sleep too.
Yeah, this is nice.
Let's analyze the track title, All That Follows Is True. The Caretaker is essentially acknowledging that death will follow. And that the decline of, and not necessarily the decline of dementia, but that the caretaker will pass away soon. But
yes.
The caretaker is fine with it, as they've lived 80, 90 something years.
Okay. So when does, on the B side, because you said on the B side, eventually the caretaker starts becoming paranoid of their death.
This is kind of where it starts. But not really, because the caretaker isn't paranoid yet. The caretaker starts getting paranoid at B3.
At B3, Quiet Internal Rebellions is the track title.
Then calms down for B4 and B5. Then B6 really starts panicking a bit.
Wow.
Pretends that they're okay. Anyway, we still have a bit of innocence left. I mean, A5 was the first sign something's wrong. B3 is the second sign something's wrong. And B6 is the confirmation that something's wrong. This one samples Water Lilies in the Moonlight by Maurice Winnick. Does this sound similar to B1?
Yes.
Now it's more relaxing.
Yeah. I feel like the key that this track is in really
Screws with your brain.
yes.
What do you feel? Is it similar to A5? How its key kind of screws with your brain?
Yeah. But I feel like A5 is more ominous than this. This is just like
It's more pop.
this key feels less like scary, I guess.
Yeah, I quite like this one. I like all the Maurice Winnick pieces.
Yeah. But I think this
doesn't beat B1.
Yeah.
B1's
Yeah, but I feel like B3, the vibrato coming from the horns is really makes you feel, what is happening inside of the Caretaker's mind right now?
Want to know something funny? On the official upload for Everywhere at the End of Time stages 1 through 6, they've replaced B3 with E8 to avoid copyright, because the original song has a bunch of copyright restrictions placed on it.
The sample?
Yeah, but it's not replaced on the Spotify, so you're listening to the actual version of B3.
That's good to know.
Do you notice how happy this one sounds?
It sounds happy, but at the same time, I feel like it's, at least for me, it's a little bit anxiety inducing, I feel like.
Well, this is the Caretaker. The Caretaker sounds very confident in this one, but in reality, the Caretaker is hiding feelings of grief and sadness
And paranoia.
As he starts to grasp that his condition may actually be happening. Anyway, this is kind of like the trailer to stage 2.
What is his what is their condition?
Dementia.
So the Caretaker knows that they have dementia.
Yeah, the Caretaker knows they have it, but when will it start? It's already started, but now they're aware that, okay, I think something might be wrong with me.
Yeah. So so in A, I guess from A until, I don't know, B5, the Caretaker thought that they were going to die before the dementia really kicked in and started messing with them.
Well, this whole time, this album, the Caretaker hasn't been thinking about the fact that they have dementia, because they probably know they have it but aren't thinking about it because, well, it hasn't started yet. They thought it hasn't started yet. You know how the songs, if you showed someone out of context, they just sound like regular ballroom music. Well, that's the thing. It isn't regular ballroom music, but it sounds just normal enough for no one to really care. That's the same with the Caretaker.
What I noticed at the beginning of this one is I feel like it sounded, I feel like it has a lot more reverb, or like the fact that it feels like the music's fading away from your ears.
What does this sound like to you?
I feel like
this samples Room with a View by Ross Morgan and his orchestra.
So with that, I say this on my main YouTube channel, which you should subscribe to, if you know who I am. I say see you in the next one. So with that in mind, I will say see you in the next one.